Oh my goodness, before I sleep, I need to work on this. Okay, so for starters, I think to add more spice, I'm going to need to add some effects. So I'm going straight into VFX and I'm going to look for a Niagara emitter. I could create a new, but you know what? I mean, I could create an empty and start from scratch, but we've already done that with the level portal. Now let me show you how to use an emitter that already exists. So let me see. There is okay, so the one that I want to use, I'm just going to use the simple sprite bust. Notice its description is a simple sprite bust with no location or velocity, ready for customization. That's perfectly fine, and I'm going to call it snow. Keep it simple. Let's double click this. Now let's see. Right now it's basically a single ball. That's fine, but let me check on emitter state. Currently its loop behavior is once. I don't like once. Let's put it on infinite. I want it to constantly be doing its thing. The next thing I'm going to do is, instead of initialize particle, let's add something else within this, right? Because we want there to be multiple particles and not just one. It has to be thousands. So what we want, I don't need it to be a single one. What I want is something that spawns in a lot. So let's say spawn rate. Spawn rate basically means that we can now decide. Let's quickly add 1,000. Okay. Okay, so I want us to have 1,000. Oh, spawn time. Okay, that's fine. I want us to have 1,000. I want to remove the spawn burst because these can be overlapping with each other. Okay, come back here. Okay, let's see what snow am I getting. And then I want to make, okay, that's a lack of intelligence caused by crunch and me doing what I said I wouldn't do. Okay, it's deep in the night and I'm still working on this, but let's move forward. Okay, so let's do a new emitter and let's go back to where we were, which is a basic sprite burst. Okay, let's do that and we'll call it once again snow. Let's check under the snow. We'll start with keeping it simple, and instead of once again, let's quickly make it multiple, and then we'll do the basic thing of changing its properties from CPU simulation to GPU simulation. It's very important. Okay, so once that's done, let's come back here and let's increase the number of spawns that come in. Let's go from 0. Let's make it something like 1,000. So now it's spawning in 1,000 of those circles, but it's spawning them in on it's spawning them in one place. So what we really want is to change from, we'll go into particle spawn and add in some shape location. We're currently using a sphere. I think a sphere is fantastic. Sphere is fantastic. Now that we have a sphere, let's spread it out a bit. We're going to need to add some kind of force to it to spread out the particles. Otherwise, problems. So I guess in the particle spawning, let's see under suggested, we'll just add some velocity. I think the velocity will make it -50. I guess I want the wind to be blowing, and on the x -50. Okay, that's cool. It's basically blowing a bit to the right. But actually I think I want it on the x to be 50. Nope, let's make it 25. Nah, 15. Okay, so you can tell they're moving in a direction, but nothing crazy. So how about particles? I think those particles are too big. They need to be sized down. So let me say initialize particle size mode. It's currently on uniform sprite. So we want to say random uniform. So I want it to go from, let's say, 5 to 10. 5 to 10 is too much. Let's say 1 to 3. 1 to 3 is good. I think that's reasonable variation. So now we have a light slow snowstorm. Okay, and then just to do a quick, honestly, with just this, I think this is sort of enough, right? This is like a light snowstorm. So let's quickly come in here with the snow, and we're going to create a Niagara system. So there we are, we now have snow system ready to rock. Now that that system is created, let's quickly just create a blueprint class with an actor, and let's call this snow with a double W, okay? And we're going to get this actor, and we're going to place it right over here, okay? It's going to be called snow. Also, I think all these gets and stuff, let me put them under the dressing because I don't want it cluttering everything. So there is snow, but I want snow to come here, be a bit in front, and it's not currently doing anything, so quickly check out its blueprint. We're going to add Niagara particle system, and the one I want it to use is snow. Okay, so it's going to use our snow system. Let's quickly compile that. Look, that's our snow so far. But it's doing it just once. Let's quickly play and see how that looks in game. Yeah, you can see our little snow system over there. Now that we have this, which is perfectly fine, so let's go back into the snow and make some more adjustments. Well, for starters, we'll get its shape, and we'll increase its radius to 1000. So now when we press play, okay, so it's coming in. That's okay, that's its radius. Now what we want is inside of particle spawn, let's change its lifetime from 2 to, let's see, how many particles, 1000 to 0. Okay, so let's increase its lifetime. First of all, let's increase the amount of time it spends snowing. Okay, I want there to be more time when there is snow. Let's try that again. Okay, but it only lasts 2 seconds. So I want to increase their lifetime from 2. Let's see what happens if I bring that up to 10. Okay, that's probably too long of a lifetime. It's better for particles to appear and then be gone. Yeah, they don't show up. Yeah, they do, and then they're gone. That's not exactly what I want. I want the snow to be continuous. Let's bring this in over here. Making a copy to bring it over here. Let's close this up. Bringing it in, making another copy. We'll bring that over here. Just going to make a couple of copies so that everywhere the character goes, there are snow particles being formed. No, 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 not this. I want the snow. Let's come over here. Good. Over here. Then I'll say over here. And I'll say over here. That's good. But now, what I want to do is to come and decide, let's see, from which one? From about here. I want to create another one that goes here. Over here, just so that we can have all those particles going. Let's come in and see. So we have this, but they're done. You know, they're out of the lifetime. Mm, I think what I'll do. Okay, so these, all of them, I'll just move them a little bit closer forward so that they, generally speaking, stay in front of the camera. It's going to be useful. Much better because they're all in front of the camera. Okay, now all we need to do is change the lifetime. Also, I think that those, I don't think I like the sphere shape. I think let's have a, see, what's a torus? Or a torus is that shape. Let me see what it looks like for real, for real. And that's perfectly fine. Okay, so let's see. I don't think I want a torus. Let's change this. I wish there was a box or plane. Yes, I like this actually. I think a box and or plane is going to work really well. That's perfectly fine. So with the box and plane, I think plane or box, let's say, fine, let's say box, right? Let's say the box size should be x of 1000, y of 2000, and it's, oh, it's z should be 2000, its y should be 1000. I think that makes way more sense. Let's increase that a bit because there are some gaps and spaces. So its x should be 2000 and its y should be 2000. Okay, and now, nice, its x is 2000, its y is 2000. Not bad. So we now have some snow effect in the level. Sweet. Now let's make sure that it's properly looping. So I'll quickly go back into Niagara and just click on that, right? Then I'm going to search for loop. So it's saying life cycle mode itself, okay. Loop behavior multiple, loop count 1, loop duration 10. And no, I don't think that's enough. I think we'll set the loop duration to 2. And we're going to set the loop count to infinite. So it should, generally speaking, just infinitely loop. Let's see how that looks in reality. So it's just going to loop those particles. So let's see now. Yeah, now the particle system is working properly. That's good. It's very good. Now that we have this, we can now go back and have another look at the force. I think that there should be, yeah, I like this wind force. Okay. Hmm. Oh, it's missing something. When I double clicked, it took us into a node which is way above my pay grade. So I won't do that. Let me quickly delete the wind force. Let me see, how do I add these in? We've set up linear velocity. Velocity mode is linear. Can set it up. Okay, so what we want is a bit of chaos. Right now it's too. Yeah, let's do cal noise force. Module has unmet dependencies. Fix issue. Okay, good. Now that that's set up, so right now its noise strength is set to 10 and 50. Okay, now let's see how this looks like in game. Oh, I don't think this has fully compiled. Oh, it's moving backwards. Okay, so strength and frequency. I think its frequency should be low, maybe 3, and then the strength should be 50 or 250. So that's legitimate noise being added into the system. Ah, snap. Okay, so this is just a little bit of particles, and I think I could sit down here and tweak these particles to the last, but I'm not going to tweak them for the entire day. I already like this. Let's see. No, let's reduce this. Let's increase its frequency to 15. Now it's saying baked medium because it's trying to do its mathematics. Let's quickly come in over here. Okay, now it's actually properly managing the snow. So it's chaotic snow, which is fine, but I think right now it's a bit too chaotic. So let me see. There's the linear velocity that I like. Warning. No problem. Velocity speed, I think let me increase the speed scale to 2. Let me increase the velocity of Z because I do want it to be falling down. The cal noise strength, let me reduce its strength to about 50. Yeah, that's much better. And the frequency is 15, much better. This looks more natural when I look at it. So if we were to look at this, you can still tell that the particles are falling to the ground. Ah, shit. Ooh, Nice. Not bad at all. Okay, this is going to be good enough. Next, we're going to be moving forward with the last few videos. Let's go.